Hey, what's up, guys? Graylan Stewart here again with another video. Thanks for joining me. So this is my Work Wednesdays vlog series. I do this every Wednesday, just kind of going through my day and what it looks like to be inside my business. So yeah, I've been pretty under the weather the last several days. I guess I had a flu bug of some sort. It lasted 4 or 5 days, but I'm kind of getting over the hump on that now, so I'm feeling pretty good. But other than that, everything's going pretty well. I think we got 5 deals last week, so that's good. And like I mentioned in last Wednesday's video, we're definitely breaking 300K this month, which is pretty awesome. Just to be able to do that is amazing. But yeah, right now we've got, as of today, at least 21 deals in escrow, because we got another deal just this morning. But yeah, 21 in escrow right now. Only 2 scheduled to close this week. Some more coming in next week to close. But yeah, that's the biggest thing right now, just getting these deals moved and sold, moving on to the next deal. So, but I will tell you, we had this seller that one of my acquisition managers was working on this deal for a few weeks now, and the seller pretty much agreed a couple of different times. So my acquisition manager sent the contract out, and of course they didn't send it back. It's always my rule in this business, in my business at least, to never send a contract out blindly. Okay, whether they agree to it verbally or not, you don't send it out, because you're probably not going to get it back. The way we do it is, once they agree on a price, you've already come to terms and everybody's in the know and it's ready to go. What we do is get them on the phone, when they're ready to sign. Okay, we've agreed to it. Are you in front of your computer, or do you have email access right now, whether it's on your phone or at your desktop? If they say yes, okay, let's get on the phone. So what we do is get them on the phone and get them to sign the contract over the phone. And we're just there in case they need to ask questions. Mainly we're there to make sure that they sign the thing, okay? Because if you just send it to them, yeah, we'll sign it when we get home, they won't. Time and time again, we've been through that many times. So anyways, we end up voiding the contract, because they don't sign it. We don't want them out shopping it around, because that's what'll happen. Or they have cold feet, or a family member talks them out of it in the meantime, whatever the case. But without that contract in hand, they don't really have anything to show anyone. They don't have anything to question, or whatever you might want to say. But getting them on the phone to get the signature is key. Okay. But anyways, this particular seller this morning evidently was texting my acquisition manager, just asking about, or not even asking, they were telling her what they were willing to do after they already agreed. They're like, well, we only want a 14-day inspection and a 30-day close, and we want $2,000 earnest money, all these things. And we already came back on this, like we'll give $1,000 earnest money. Our explanation is, when people want more earnest money, we buy so many houses, we can't have all of our money tied up in earnest money. When certain houses don't close for 60 days, we can't just have our money tied up in all these deals. So that's why we let people know that, yeah, we typically give a couple $100 for earnest money. That shows that we're earnest, that we do want to do the deal, but at the same time, all of our money isn't tied up. But anyways, he wanted $2,000 now instead of $1,000 that we agreed to allow, because we were just going to do a couple hundred. And we try to get a 30-day inspection period just to give us a little time. He wanted 14, which we agreed, but he wanted the 30-day close. In the past, 30-day close is somewhat realistic, but in today's day and age, it's virtually impossible. I don't know what it's like in your market, but since we do wholesale nationwide, I'm pretty familiar with a lot of markets, and pretty much everywhere that I've seen, it's taking abstracts, 20 to 25, up to 30 days just to get an abstract back. And that's in most counties across the country. So 30-day close is almost impossible because just the abstracting part alone is almost taking 30 days. And then they've got to do, all their other due diligence that title companies do. Abstracting is just one of those things that they do. So a 30-day close this day and age is kind of impossible in most cases, not in every case, but we're not going to set ourselves up to fail is the point. So I guess the moral of the story is, don't let your sellers dictate how you run your business. And that's exactly what I told my acquisition manager this morning. I was like, I'm going to void their contract. Again, this is the third contract I voided. And mind you, every contract costs us money when we send it out because we get a certain amount of allotment through DocuSign with the program that we have integrated into our system. After you hit that certain threshold, I don't remember what it is, you got to pay extra, So we wasted 3 of our potential contracts on that one guy that was no good. So I voided it out again, but I did tell her, like, hey, we can't let a seller dictate the way we run our business. Here's what we're willing to do. We'll definitely do the 2,000, no problem, whatever. Actually, I didn't say that. I said we'll do the 1,000, 14-day inspection and a 45-day close. That way, if abstract takes 30 days, we still have 15 days for the title work and all that stuff to finish their job. So we'll see if he agrees. And I just told her, it's not really worth our time and energy. It's not an amazing deal anyways. It's an okay deal that we might be able to squeeze out a small profit on, but it's not like it's going to, do a lot for us. So I'm just like, if he can't agree to this, then let's just move on and act like he never existed. So she said she agreed, and that's what she told him. So we'll see how that goes. But anyways, we got really good deals a couple days ago on Friday, I believe, in Alton, Illinois. I don't know if any of y'all are familiar with that. I've never heard of it, but it's somewhere in Illinois, and we got 2 duplexes and a lot in between the duplexes that they're using for parking. But technically, it's a completely separate lot. But we got those deals locked up, so that should be really good. It's honestly tempting to buy those myself because we got such a good deal on those, and that's 4 doors. That's 4 different potential rentals at the price that we got them at. It definitely makes sense to keep as a rental, but our whole goal, in my business, is to wholesale first. If we can't wholesale it, then I might buy it as a rental, or I might flip it. But we'll just see how that goes. But in most cases, if it's not in Oklahoma City, we pretty much wholesale it, and it's such a good deal that we won't have any trouble wholesaling that at all. So that's where we're at on those. But I don't know, not a whole lot else going on. Just getting over my sickness. I think it was a flu or something. And we did 5 deals last week. It looks like. Still moving right along. It's been a good year. Of course, every year in business has been a little bit better. That's the goal every time, to always increase. Increase business each year. You get a little bit better as you learn and as you scale, as you get better systems and processes, as you develop better people in your business. Because that's really the bottom line, and really having a successful business is having the right people in place. That's what I've found. And you can't just find the cheapest people, the people willing to do the most for the least amount. That's not the way it works. You got to pay your people really well if you want them to stay with you and help you grow your business. Then it's got to be worth it to them. So, that's what I try to do. I try to hire the right people, find the right people, pay them really well, because the right people are worth it. But I've had a lot of bad hires in the past as well. So, but currently, I've mentioned this in the past, but I do have a COO that I'm grooming, that hopefully she could take over within the next 12 months is my goal. By the end of next year, maybe she'll be fully fledged into that position as COO, running the entire business, to where I'm just the visionary over the business. So that's kind of my goal by the end of 2022. In the meantime, we are building a new house, our personal house, and that's supposed to, it's been pushed off several times now. We were originally supposed to move in like the end of August, early September. Of course, that quickly got moved to October. Then they said, okay, definitely by Thanksgiving. And then now it is December 21st is our date, and they're pretty confident in that date, which is good that we actually have a date, but it's bad because now we got to move during Christmas, which sucks. My wife loves to decorate for Christmas. I like it too. Obviously, it's my favorite holiday as well, especially being a Christian, the real meaning of Christmas and all that. But yeah, it's kind of going to suck. We can't really decorate because we've got the old house that we're going to turn into an Airbnb, the new house. Just having decorations and moving and all that just doesn't work. So kind of sucks that we'll be moving during Christmas. But at the same time, hopefully we can get completely settled before the end of the year. Because the way I do things, I'll have the whole house put together very quickly, everything in its place, all the boxes being packed within the first week. That's just the way I do things. I like to get things done and settled. So looking forward to that. So that's kind of exciting in my personal life, at least. So also, I've got a hip surgery that they wanted to do soon. The only dates that they had were right around the time that we're closing on our house. So I opted to wait. It's just a labral tear, or however you say that, labral, I don't know, in my hip, which I guess is kind of common, but it hurts when I exercise, basically. So even walking more than 5 or 10 minutes, you start to feel it. But anyways, I'm putting that surgery off now until after snowboarding season. So since I can't do it right now, I might as well enjoy one more season before I have the surgery. And then, it's supposed to be a pretty long recovery. Like, I think he said 2 to 6 weeks on crutches, but then 6 to 12 months, like low to no impact type exercising, which really sucks because I'm fairly active. And that's why I thought, well, if I can have it, maybe late spring, I can get through the season and still get through the toughest part of the recovery before summertime at least. Maybe that'll be best for me. So anyways, it is what it is on that. But man, just keeping on pushing, y'all. Trying to get better, get more deals. Always looking at doing my marketing better. Of course, all the deals that we have right now, the recent ones have been 3 PPC deals, got 3 radio deals, a couple of Facebook deals, cold calling deal. So I'm always looking at that because I'm definitely tweaking my marketing all the time. You can't always just rely on what you've always done, especially if you want to grow. Like the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Well, if I want to get to $1 million a month eventually, I can't keep doing the exact same thing I'm doing because I'm probably going to stay where I'm at. So I'm always tweaking, trying to figure out better ways. And I've always noticed it's always little tweaks that you do in your business that actually elevate you and send you to the next level. And it's really hard to pinpoint what those tweaks are. You just got to do them by trial and error and learn as you go. So that's what I'm trying to figure out, making that next step to where I can grow even more. But anyways, that's really all I got for y'all today. So thanks for watching. I appreciate you very much. Please give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you need to do that. I'm okay with that. Drop me some comments. Let me know your thoughts. Definitely subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you on the next video. Thanks a lot.